Hi there, Timothy Wier here with Fearless. Check us out at fearlessgroup.co. I just wanted to record a quick video and talk about something that I think a lot of businesses or individuals or anybody who's making content is dealing with, and that's this constant question of content quality versus the quantity that you put out. And I wanted to kind of address this by telling a story of something that happened to me a couple of years ago at a startup that I worked with. And we, early on in the year, decided that we were going to invest in a new video for our company. And it was going to be a brand essence video. It was going to be really great. It was going to clearly communicate everything that we were about and just really wow our audience. And hopefully it was going to be a worthwhile investment, and that's what we hoped. So we did the video. We had a great person that we were working with that helped edit it. It was very finely polished, well created, just a great video. Put it on our website, published it on social media, and didn't really go over that well with our audience. Not that there was anything negative, it just didn't really fly, didn't really stick. And it was an important lesson for me as a content creator and as a marketer to learn that just because you think something is high quality, just because it's well polished, that it's well written, that it's a slick design, doesn't mean that it is necessarily the best content for you to produce. Quality is determined by whether your audience is interested or not, and that's the ultimate point here, that the ultimate metric of quality is whether it is engaging and valuable and interesting to your audience. And it can be a quick video like I'm recording right now. I'm outside, there's probably some noise in the background, and I'm doing this on an iPhone camera, but if you find this interesting as an audience, it's a good piece of content. So when we talk about quality versus quantity, keep that in mind, that the only quality content is the stuff that is interesting to your audience, and all of those other things like how it's written, how it's produced, all of those other factors are icing on the cake. But if you don't get that essential part right of it being something of value to your audience, then it's not really worth your time or investment. And so I guess that raises the question of, how do you know that something is interesting to your audience? And really, it's a simple answer. Your audience tells you. And how do they tell you? Well, you can ask them directly, or you can post a bunch of content and see what they engage with. You can see what gets likes, retweets, any kind of engagement, clicks, lead conversions. All of these different metrics apply to various other kinds of content. You see what your audience is interested in by how they interact with it. And the only way to figure that out, the only way to get enough information to make a key decision, is to create lots of content. And that's where the quantity part comes in. So create as much content as you can at the level that you can, whether it's recording on an iPhone camera or writing a short 500-word blog or just sending a bunch of tweets out throughout the day. See what your audience is interested in, get a handle on the kind of topics that they find interesting, and then once you know what they are, double down and invest more in those areas. But don't make the mistake that I did of investing in a kind of content that your audience isn't going to find interesting. It's not going to get an ROI for you, and it's going to not really be something that your audience is going to react well to, which ultimately is what you want. So those are just a few thoughts. Kind of rambled a little bit there, but hope that you get some value there. If you are watching this on social media, or if you're watching it on YouTube, go ahead and put a comment. Let me know what you think. Is this something that makes sense to you? Do you have an alternative perspective? Do you have another experience that maybe you'd like to share that either supports what I've said or it provides something else? I'd like to hear all sorts of different perspectives. So thank you very much for your time, and go do your thing.